Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jamie from the Comic Hunt, and I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about top 10 lists and the pros and cons. Well, I mean, that was the initial thought, but when I went over it, I realized there really are no pros and cons. There's just the top 10 list, and they are what they are, and then there's people's misperception of it, and then there's people's misuse of it. So before we get into it, I have a couple of books from the current top 10 list. I don't remember if it was from which ones these are on, if they were from the Key Collector or the CBSI. But this one here is Far Sector. This is the first appearance of Jo Mullein. She is one of the female and black Green Lanterns. So that'll be there for your viewing pleasure. Again, I have another one that's on the list, and then I have another one that's not, but it should be if you guys knew what you were talking about. But yeah, I'm just trolling witches. But yeah, we'll get into that when we get to it. But for now, this is what we'll be looking at. And okay, so we'll get into the video. So there's two main lists, and like I said before, it's CBSI and Key Collector. The Key Collector is also with Comic Tom. Key Collector has the top 10, and they also have a top 20. CBSI has the top 20. And I guess maybe some of this is relevant for New Comic Book Day top 10s. There is a plethora of those. So whichever is your favorite, whichever one you fancy, you could use that as your inspiration for this. So the most important thing to know when it comes to these top 10 lists is once a book is on the list, it's too late. And that goes for the top 20, the top 10, and that's also valid for the New Comic Book Day one. And that's probably the only point here that I'm making on that. But yeah, for the purpose of that, this is all three of those. Once there is a book on this list, it's too late. The New Comic Book Day, once those come out, they come out a day before, 2 days before. You look at that list and you think you're going to get to the comic shop and you're going to pick that up. But that's already been a week ago. They already locked them up. And those are all not going to be on the shelf. You're going to be missing those. So you might as well just not, that's just for like, ooh, is anything hot that's on my pull list that I'm going to get? And again, that's kind of like the same thing. You'll notice that as a pattern here. That's what you want to use these lists for. And again, that's the same for the two back issue ones from CBSI and Key Collector, the key list, the big ones. So the point of that is for the books to make these lists, right, there's a handful of things that happen, right? So there's got to be a spike in sales, there's a record high, or there won't be a record high, but there'll be a bunch of sales of a comic with new highs, like close to the highs, pushing the highs or something like that, but maybe not the record. And once that happens, the books are already going up in price. It's too late. You have to figure out beforehand which books are going to be, and it's going to take a little bit for that. So another thing to know is that these lists, what they really do is they provide you with sales data, like I said just before, so you know which books that you already have are hot. So as a collector, you're supposed to be getting these books before they are hot. And then when you see them come out, then you sell them to the masses. The sheep who are out there on eBay paying the high prices for them. But you should not be chasing these books. Honestly, you shouldn't be chasing these books even if you are just a buyer like that. Go to your comic shops, request them, you'll get them at a better price. But that's what these lists are for. You're supposed to watch these as entertainment and look at them and go, oh, I got that book. Oh, it's going up in value, it costs that much. That's what they're for. They're not a list of comics for you to go hunt. You should have been hunting them prior to that. Another thing that I hear a lot about it is that these videos are the purpose of these videos by the creators of this content are for the pump and dump, and at minimum they create market manipulation. And that may be true. That may be true. It's probably not. At least not at the point of these videos. If they're making videos before the books spike, then the books spike, and then they put them on the list, which I gotta say, I have heard that. I've heard that happened before. I don't know the validity of it, but I've heard it on Instagram and a couple other places that is the case. So if that is the case, that's super suspect. But you have to remember though, it's entertainment. If you're paying attention to what I said in the beginning, and you know what these lists are, then you just sit back and enjoy, right? Because you've done your due diligence and you know about what was going to be hot. You're paying attention to the different catalysts that are gonna elevate these books and propel them to new heights, and you have the books already. Not everybody's gonna get every book. I have some, I don't have all. So here I'll explain on this next one. I have Justice League issue number 30. If you've watched my video on first appearances, then you will know that I believe that this is probably the technical first appearance, although I do understand that there was issue number 20. It does mention her, so you do know. So I will take that as a first appearance as well. But at the time, I knew about this one, so I went and picked this one up. It's not the one that got hot, and I missed out. On the list is issue 31. But anyways, I believe that this is the first appearance. So anybody who disagrees with me can go over to my video on first appearances and argue with me there. But anyways, like I said, remember, this is entertainment. It's not a secret club. You're not in a secret club getting secret information. Everybody knows about these resources. They all have Key Collector. They all watch Comic Tom. They all watch Economics in Comics. They all watch all these people. You're not the only one. You're not getting inside information. You're not part of the inside club. If anything, they are. But that's a whole nother debate. I'm not here to throw anybody under the bus. I like the list. I watched the list. I like to see what I got that came on the list. For instance, I will move on to this last one here. I had this one. I got this book for like $2. I was looking for all the different boys books. I didn't get the first issue. I missed that one. But I was like, I'm going to get this one. I got this one. I got like the first 4 issues. Got it for like $2. And here we are. Couple of months, maybe it was a year ago down the road, and the book goes up. So now I get to look, I get to watch the show, and I see that the book is on there, and I go, nice, I scored, everybody's happy. Because I'm watching the show for the proper purposes. I'm watching it for entertainment, and then to see which books of mine are spiking. If you're looking to get good books before they pop, you're going to have to put in the time, man. You're going to have to put in the time on the hobby. You're going to have to just, like everybody else, year after year, hits, misses, you win a little bit, you lose a little bit. I honestly, I don't sell books, so it's all a win for me. I just like to collect, so I love having them. But if you like to sell them, you have to get that experience. You have to get that time in. So that's the end of that. That's my thoughts on this whole topic. If you have any ideas you want to share with me, remember to go down below and leave them in a comment. If you could also, if you enjoy this content, you want more like this, like everybody says in every other video, give me a thumbs up. And please, please subscribe. It goes a long way. I thank you for your time. Everybody's enjoying The Boys. I can't wait for next season, season 3. They said they're going to be doing Herogasm. That's why this book is spiking. And I am super excited for that. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Peace.